I know that in this room, and for those listening from afar, there are souls exhausted from having to remain strong. There are cries that cannot be uttered. There are why questions, to which the answer seems to be the silence of heaven. Modern life, with its myriad worries, work pressures, financial burdens, or strained relationships, can leave us feeling drained, lost, and lonely. My heart goes out to those who are silently suffering, feeling they are not strong enough to face what is happening. And sometimes, even praying feels overwhelming. Physical and mental exhaustion can dim all hope, making us forget that there is one always ready to uplift us. But I want us to discover a liberating truth together. God does not demand a joyful song from us when our hearts are broken. He gives us a hymnal, and within it are even the notes of lament. The Psalms are a safe space where our most chaotic emotions are allowed to exist, to be expressed truthfully before the Creator. In Psalm 23, we find the image of a benevolent shepherd, one who knows the needs of each of his sheep. Psalm 23, verse 1, is our first unchanging promise. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. This is not just a statement about material provision, but an assurance of holistic care for our souls, bodies, and spirits. God knows we need rest, guidance, and restoration. Consider the story of the Israelites in the wilderness. They faced scarcity, fear, and being lost. Yet, God provided manna daily, leading them with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Though they complained and doubted, God patiently shepherded them, providing everything they needed. This story testifies to the faithfulness of the shepherd who never abandons his flock. The step of faith for this section is, each morning, whisper Psalm 23, verse 1, and allow God's promise of complete care to permeate your soul, soothing all anxieties. Once we recognize the Lord as our shepherd, we are led to a higher refuge, where absolute peace reigns. Psalm 91 unfolds a picture of divine protection, a place where all fears and anxieties seem to vanish. This is not a physical location, but a spiritual space where we rest in the presence of the Most High. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91, verse 1. This verse is like a gentle yet firm harmony, inviting us to find rest from the noise and dangers of the world. This peace does not come from the absence of danger, but from the presence of a being more powerful than any threat. The unchanging promise for this section is Psalm 91, verse 4. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. This is a strong assurance of personal protection. Like a mother bird, sheltering her young under her wings, God is not just a general refuge. He specifically, tenderly, and firmly protects each of us. His faithfulness is a strong shield guarding us from every attack. Think about the story of David when he fled from Saul in the wilderness. Though hunted and facing imminent death, he still found safety in God. In Psalm 57, he wrote, "Have mercy on me, my God, have mercy on me, for in you I take refuge. I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings until the disaster has passed." He directly experienced God's protection, turning his fear into trust. The step of faith for this section is, When feeling insecure or anxious, imagine yourself sheltered under God's wings. Repeating Psalm 91, verse 4, as a calming prayer. Having found refuge under God's wings, we still must face life's valleys of shadows. Psalm 23 does not shy away from the reality of hardship. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. Psalm 23. Verse 4. This is an essential low note in the symphony of faith. Acknowledging that pain and fear are part of the journey. However, what is crucial is that even in that valley, there is an unshakable presence, for you are with me. God's presence transforms the valley of death into a corridor leading to life, turning fear into peace. His rod and staff are not instruments of punishment, but tools for guidance and comfort, helping us overcome obstacles. The unchanging promise for this section is Psalm 27, verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? This promise is a powerful declaration of liberation from fear. Even when facing darkness, we know that God's light guides and protects us. He is an unshakable fortress that no enemy can penetrate. Recall the story of Joseph, who was sold into slavery by his brothers. Spending years in prison due to false accusations, he walked through the dark valleys of betrayal, loneliness, and injustice. Yet, God was with him, granting him grace and wisdom to overcome. Ultimately, these very trials led him to become the Prime Minister of Egypt, saving his family and his people. Joseph's story illustrates that even in the darkest times, God is present and working for the ultimate good of those who trust Him. The step of faith for this section is, when faced with a difficult or frightening situation, pause, take a deep breath, and declare Psalm 23, verse 4, trusting that God is with you, guiding and comforting you as we journey through the valley of shadows with God's presence. We will experience a deeper understanding of His comprehensive protective strength. Psalm 91 continues to harmonize a symphony of absolute safety, emphasizing that no harm can come near those who take refuge in the Lord. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near. Psalm 91, verse 7. This is a strong reassurance that amidst epidemics, disasters, wars, or any form of affliction, God is our ultimate protector. This protection is not a guarantee that we will not face trials, but a promise that we will not be defeated by them. The unchanging promise for this section is Psalm 91, verses 10 to 11. No harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent, for He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. This promise brings a feeling of solid security, an anchor for our souls. God not only protects us from visible dangers but also from invisible threats. By commanding His angels to watch over us in every aspect of our lives. Recall the story of Daniel in the wilderness of lions. He was thrown into the den for his faith, facing imminent death. Yet God sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions, protecting him from all harm. This story is a powerful testament to God's protective strength, showing that He can safeguard His children even in the most perilous situations. When all hope seems lost, the step of faith for this section is, when facing any fear of danger or illness, pray Psalm 91, verses 10 to 11, declaring God's comprehensive protection over your life and your family. We have journeyed through a sacred experience, from recognizing God as the benevolent shepherd, Psalm 23, to finding absolute peace under His wings, Psalm 91. We have walked through the darkest valleys with His constant presence and experienced His comprehensive protective strength. From the initial lamenting, discordant notes, we have been led to a magnificent symphony of faith, where hope and peace reign eternally. Psalms 23 and 91 are not just promises, but living melodies, inviting us to harmonize with the rhythm of absolute trust in God. No matter how my life's melody may be, I still believe You are the conductor. Though I cannot see the light, I still believe You are my song. The Lord is my strength and my psalm. I no longer strive. I am at peace. I am joyful. Come to the Lord, who is waiting to reharmonize your soul. He wants to turn your sighs into a song of hope, to transform your loneliness into intimate communion with Him. He is the one who can turn every pain into a healing melody, every case into deep peace. Rest in Him. May the God of all peace, the great conductor of the universe, grant you peace that surpasses all understanding, strength to face every challenge, and a renewed song of hope in your soul. May He grant you peaceful sleep and safety in His arms, tonight and forevermore. Amen. We have completed the journey of harmonizing the melody of faith through Psalms 23 and 91. From the lamenting, discordant notes of suffering, we have been led to a powerful coda of faith, where true peace and joy are found in God, our shepherd and our protector. Remember, even if life has its low notes, the conductor of faith is always there, ready to reharmonize your soul, turning every sigh into a prayer and every fear into a song of victory. May the peace of God be with you, bringing rest to your weary soul and strength to continue your journey of faith.